I've prepared 10 free sewing patterns, and every single one includes a video tutorial. Just a warning, you might end up making a whole new wardrobe after this video. The first pattern is Heavenly. This dress is screaming spring and summer. One detail that I loved so much is the neckline. It has this V shape with little flounces and ruffles. The back is also really interesting because the bodice actually ties into a bow with long tails, which adds such a pretty detail from the back. I think this would look beautiful in something like a baby cotton lawn or even an eyelet fabric for a really romantic, dreamy look, or even a tiny floral print would work really well with all those ruffle details. I saw a version of this dress where she had lengthened the skirt, which made the dress go from above the knee to a midi length, which made the dress look so elegant. Next pattern is Chef Kiss. It's a top that has dreamy flutter sleeves that are sewn into the princess seams. I love this design. It's very girly and simple at the same time. It has a straight boxy fit and a cropped length. I've made this top in a spring floral lightweight fabric, and let me tell you, the pattern pieces were scary at first. The front and back bodice pieces were so small and skinny, I honestly thought it would be so tight, but once I pinned everything on the mannequin, I was like, wait a minute, the fit is perfect. The design has a neckband piece with a keyhole at the back, but I'll be honest, I didn't really like the look of that, so instead of attaching the neckband and adding a keyhole, I just did a regular neck facing. Now let's talk about the star of this garment, which is the flutter sleeves. The pattern pieces were shaped like an eyeball at first, which was really weird for me. I've never seen a sleeve pattern that was shaped like this. And for the hem of the sleeves, instead of doing a double fold hem, like the pattern says, I did a rolled hem with my overlock machine. I used yellow thread, which turned out to be so stinking cute. It matches really well with the fabric. You could also not attach the sleeves and make the top sleeveless so it could be a summer top. Overall, I would say this pattern is really worth your time and efforts. It can be worn with skirts or jeans. It's very versatile. Next pattern was Love at First Sight. The moment I saw this pattern, I fell in love and I had to make it with a floral fabric. These culottes are so good for spring and summer. Right away, you can tell these are meant to be comfortable and whimsical. They have a high elasticated waistband, which makes them super easy to wear and sew, which is perfect because sometimes pants pattern can feel intimidating. The legs are wide and flowy and dramatic. They almost look like a skirt when you walk. This pattern also includes pockets, which, are you kidding me? It's like the cherry on top of the cake. It's simple without being too boring. I love it. These would be perfect in a lightweight woven fabric with good drape, anything that just swings around when you move. And one of the best things about culottes is how versatile they are. You could pair these with a simple top or a blouse, and you get this whimsical, comfortable outfit. Next up is another flutter sleeve top. If you love a top that feels light and breezy but also feminine, this one is definitely the one for you. I've seen a few patchwork versions of this top, which is definitely a good idea if you would like to use some fabric scraps. This design would be gorgeous in any lightweight fabric that have drape. I've made it in the same fabric that I've used for the culottes to have like a matching set, and I feel unstoppable when I wear them together. I do look like a grandma, but I also love that. What really stood out to me with this design is all the ruffles. When you move, the ruffles also move, which makes me feel like a princess. However, there was one thing I didn't like about this design, which was the armholes. They were huge. It's like humongous. I had the bodice put together, and once I tried everything on, I realized people will literally be able to see my boobs if I wasn't wearing a bra. So for that reason, I had to take off 2 inches from each side and the sleeves. After that, the armhole was much smaller, but if you want something extremely breezy, then I would say keep the armhole big as it is so you can feel the breeze through the armhole. Overall, it's the kind of top you could wear with anything like skirts, trousers, or jeans, and you would have such a cute outfit. Up next, we have a skirt pattern. What I love about this skirt is the gathered waistband. It gives you that soft fullness without looking poofy or overly dramatic. The silhouette is very classic, so you could dress it up or down with a blouse or a simple fitted t-shirt. I think this would be absolutely gorgeous in a lightweight, soft neutral or warm pastel fabrics. This design has a button-down placket at the front and elasticated waistband at the back, which allows you to move freely and be comfortable. Plus, you have the options to add pockets at the front. Next is a blouse, and the first thing that stands out is the overall shape. I just love how the neck yoke goes into the sleeves. It's so unique and totally different from regular patterns nowadays. It has that loose, flowy silhouette. It's not tight, which makes it perfect for spring or summertime, or when you want something comfortable but still pretty. This pattern would look amazing in a really lightweight and flowy fabric. Imagine it in a soft floral or pastel shade. It would be so pretty. This is also one of those tops you could style in so many ways. You could tuck it into a skirt or wear it with linen pants or jeans for something more relaxed. It's very versatile but still keeps that dreamy feminine look. Next is a vintage style skirt. I mean, just look at it. It is the definition of dreamy. The vintage design and the yoke detail, it's just breathtaking. It's the kind of skirt that just moves beautifully when you walk. It has those vintage details that make it more special than just a basic skirt. It's not over the top, but it still has that elegant, put together look. I think this skirt would look stunning in any lightweight soft neutral fabrics or even a vintage style floral print. Ah, that would be so dreamy and romantic. You could style this with a simple fitted top, a blouse, or even something like a cropped cardigan for that full vintage look. Add some ballet flats and you would look like you came out of a cottage world. Next is a top, and this one is simple but in a really beautiful way. The overall design is a plum top with an optional tie belt, and the sleeves are called tulip sleeves. I think this top would look beautiful in a really soft pink fabric. It's going to give that princess energy that I really love. This is definitely one of those pieces you could wear all the time. You could pair it with literally anything skirts, trousers, jeans. It's very versatile. Next up is a dress. You cannot tell me this dress isn't the most perfect picnic day dress. I mean, just imagine wearing this dress in a field of flowers, having a picnic, or going to the beach. The silhouette is flowy and comfortable. It's a princess seam bodice, a gathered skirt, and a sheared back with little sleeves. The perfect fabric for this dress would be a really drapey fabric with floral print or pastel shades like a soft yellow for spring and summer. It's definitely not the dress you would be able to wear everywhere because of the little straps. So you will have to wear a strapless bra, which would be annoying for some people, But overall, if you have a day planned out in the garden or want to feel like a princess, this dress would be perfect for that kind of a day. We have a mini skirt pattern. This one is flirty, romantic, and dreamy. I'm sure you've came across this design on Pinterest that has a yoke detail. It's everywhere. This pattern is really similar to the vintage skirt, but instead of having a buttonhole placket, it has a zipper on the back. You can even do a bit of pattern hacking and add a few inches to the hem of the skirt. It could be a mini length, above the knee, below the knee, midi, maxi. There are so many versions you could make. This would look beautiful in a really lightweight fabric, especially in a soft pastel or even a vintage floral if you want that cottage look. Even a plain white version would be so adorable. You could pair it with literally anything, a fitted top, a blouse, or even an oversized sweatshirt. Because you're still watching, you deserve a bonus free pattern. This pattern is free only for a limited time. It's a scrunchie bundle pattern. It comes with 6 different scrunchie sizes and 5 variations. I love scrunchies. You just take fabric scraps, spend 15 minutes sewing, and boom, you have a matching hair accessory. This bundle includes a few different styles, so you're not just making the same scrunchie over and over again. I especially love the lace one. Imagine adding lace to one of your garment pieces and then adding the same lace to the scrunchie. That will be so cute. It is a pay what you want pattern, meaning you could pay $0, which is free, up to anything you like. I will truly appreciate any amount. Also, I need your help with deciding what to do with leftover fabric scraps from the Flutter sleeves. I have 2 options, a white pair of culottes to have like a matching set or a sheer dress. Let me know in the comments, should I make culottes or a sheer dress?